Hey folks, this is Eric. The Gobbler's Corner is currently on vacation, so here's a few of our favorite clips over the last 112 shows. We hope you enjoy them as much as we do. See you next week.
That's how we roll. 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 That's how we roll.
There's a good chance since planes are technically infinite, right? That when the doors open, nothing's going to be there because all of the planes are huge.
But it's very possible that when it opens up, there's a demon with an axe.
Maybe.
Yeah, ready to take a swing, or an archon or whatnot.
Yeah. I would also put in like some special options, like if you roll a 99 or 100, right?
Then a bellhop appears.
Or somebody attempting to escape the plane comes running and says, "Hold the door."
Yes, that would be great. Can you imagine a slod with like a business suit? Hold on, I got to get out of here.
That would be terrifying. A slod with a business suit.
Where did he come from?
Yeah.
What was he trying to acquire? Hostile takeover, perhaps? You never know.
A lawful slod.
Yeah, well, can't be that lawful.
I mean,
he's got a business suit, though. I mean, you know,
right.
If he's got a power tie, you never know, man. It could be some kind of
he's
aberration.
Lawful evil.
It's possible, yeah. Power tie. There you go.
But next we have a classic for our show, Finally Explained.
Yes. We've been making this joke for at least 10 episodes, and one of our friends actually drew this creature for us.
I think this is like almost 30 episodes in at this point.
Whatever. Anyhow, point is that we decided to put this into an aquatic atrocity, and it is the Beholder Shark.
Sure.
There you go.
Makes sense.
A la our friend Jess. That was episode 64, Time Periods Part 2.
Yeah.
The description goes as follows. Silently swimming through the water is a sleek, long-finned shark trailing a series of eel-like tentacles. A tentacle orients in your direction as you approach, and you notice that each is tipped with a baleful eye. A large central eye in the center of the shark turns to regard you as a maw filled with large, sharky teeth opens.
Sure.
Meet the ultimate predator. You never had a chance. It's great, right?
Yep.
It's just a big beholder shark. It's a shark with a beholder central eye and then tentacles trailing all around it.
Sure. Sounds awful.
And if you're thinking, well, what kind of shark? Oh, don't worry. We've got some variants.
So it's a beholder and a shark.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Easy, right? But it's got eye blasts because beholders have eye blasts.
Right. So what do?
Well, I'm thinking that the central eye is definitely going to be anti-magic.
Sure.
Because
classic.
It's a classic beholder, right?
Right.
Now, I did kind of rearrange several of the eye rays to be more thematic to like an underwater intelligent shark whose whole purpose is to eat.
Sure.
Because that's what it does, right? It is the perfect eating machine that can now zap you and eat you.
It's an alpha predator.
Yeah.
Makes
so
sense.
we've got beholders have 10 rays. Here are the rays. Sleep ray.
Sure.
Color spray. Because it dazzles. Yeah. It dazzles and eats you. Paralyzing ray. It paralyzes and eats you. Watery sphere. So instead of telekinesis, it has watery sphere.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
Also good for taking sailors off of ships.
Absolutely. Slowing ray, so that it can catch you and eat you.
Sure.
Rary's telepathic bond.
Okay.
Communication-wise. Needs something to communicate with, so it can tell you that it's going to eat you.
Sure.
Control water.
Now you can slap a whole bunch of people off of the ship.
Yes. Programmed illusion.
That has a lot of options.
Yes. And then just because I'm an asshole, chain lightning ray.
Sure.
And the death ray that they all have.
Right.
So I removed disintegration because it didn't seem, what are they going to disintegrate?
And you can't eat something you've disintegrated.
Exactly. But you can chain lightning it and cook it.
Exactly.
Very well.
The delicate flavor of ozone.
Yes. Combat-wise, the beholder shark softens its prey up with a well-placed eye blast, then goes for the kill in much the usual way sharks kill things, up close and personal. Beholder sharks suffer from blood frenzy much like their more natural counterparts, foregoing eye rays and subtlety for brute force and violence. And savvy adventurers can often use that to their advantage.
Sure.
So if you know that you're up against one...
Chum the water.
Yes. And then it won't use tactics. It turns into another shark.
Right. I'm going to ask anyway. What's the ecology of this thing?
It does have one. Beholder sharks compete with eyes of the deep for food, as well as other aquatic monsters beneath the large, cold oceanic waters. Several species of beholder sharks exist, including the common beholder shark, the violent but less blasty great white beholder shark, the terrifying hammerhead beholder shark, and the lazy and hedonist beholder whale shark.
Sure.
Don't ask me why it's hedonist.
I wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you're eating Flumph, you're going to hell. I'm just saying. One of them. You're going to some hell.
Yep.
Acheron.
You don't even get to pick
Carcery.
it. Yeah, we're going to roll randomly for your hell.
You're just going to go to some hell. How dare you eat those poor little guys. They're just so cute. They fart when they fly.
And you take another gold coin and you hollow it out.
You have to find some metal that it will not eat. And then you have to somehow get it to eat the metal until it dies. You have to kill a Flumph in front of it and it just dies of sorrow. And that's what's going to happen.
Horror.
Yeah, because the poor thing's like, how dare you kill that Flumph?
If these people will kill a Flumph, what are they going to do to me?
And he just dies of fright. So think about those Flumphs, guys, because you shouldn't be killing them. You're going to hell. I'm just telling you. You're going to one of those hells.
You keep looking at me when you say that. I need you to look at the camera or something else. I didn't kill any Flumphs. I want to be clear about this.
Goddamn Flumph killer. How dare you? Well, kill that lich. He just killed my aunt.
Or the Oath of Vengeance, baby.
Yeah. Killed my cat. How dare you? He stepped on a Flumph? You How dare you? That's what it is. We're gonna have a Flumph vengeance. The Paladin Oath of Flumph Vengeance.
Sure.
It's gonna have a little. The insignia is gonna be a Flumph, maybe a pillow. I kind of see them like as their armor is kind of like the Care Bears, like the 80s, 90s Care Bears cartoons, but it looks something like that. So it's like bright pink armor and stuff. They might have like some flowers and stuff on them, and a big ass sword. It's serrated. Because if you mess up a Flumph, you're gonna pay bodily for that.
War pick. Right.
War pick.
You have to have something that just doesn't even care about it. It was designed to not care about humanoid life.
Giant-sized maul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just anything.
That's when you break out the Maul of the Titans, my friend. And you kill a Flumph. Just saying. Don't do it. Go to hell.
What I went with for the purposes of this particular exercise was a quasi-religious group that's dedicated to either a philosophy, an ideal, a specific person or creature, or even an object. So,
like a cult of a cheese sandwich?
Could be, or, like a cult of a magic cup, or, the Dawn Sword, which slayed the great vampire lord, blah, 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 right? Something like that.
I'm going with the cult of the cheese sandwich.
Sure, because cheese sandwiches are delicious.
Yes.
All the time, all day, every day.
All day, every day, no problem. Then that's a different type of cult.
Sure. I mean, take your example, cult of the cheese sandwich, right? Like, that's pretty much a mealtime cult. Right? I'm just saying, like, I'm not denigrating your cheese sandwich. I'm just saying
you shouldn't. It's a damn good cheese sandwich. It's got Havarti in it, baby.
Part of me hoped that turn of phrase becomes like a household name. Like,
what, denigrating the cheese sandwich?
No. What is it?
Mealtime cult?
Mealtime cult. That's it. I'm hoping that catches.
We're making that into a t-shirt. Mealtime cult.
Just have a big cheese sandwich on the front and it's just the mealtime cult.
Damn right, man. I'm going to make that into a t-shirt right now. I can't wait.
Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly
Lunchtime doubly so.
The devil or the demon in Good Omens designed an overpass that is an evil symbol that every time somebody drives over it,
it increases the power of hell.
It increases the power of hell, right?
Yeah.
So take that same concept for a cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
People are ingesting that could be your secret badge, right? Like whatever the design on the cheese sandwich is.
Every time you eat a cheese sandwich, a delicious cheese sandwich, the cheese lord gets one step closer to materializing on the prime material plane, everyone.
Yes.
That's right. He comes from the demi-plane of cheese.
Lord Cheddar. Yeah.
Lord Cheddar.
Lord Cheddar.
We're going to run that at some point.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Look, we're probably going to run that in our Planescape campaign at some point. Just
Yeah.
be prepared, guys.
I keep thinking of that old Primus album. What's Sailing on the Seas of Cheese?
Yeah, man.
Nothing but seas of cheese, and I have a boat made of pretzels.
Yes. All hail Cheddar.
All hail Cheddar. But you generally already know who the bad guys are in a hero campaign, especially if you start off with like a big focal point like the world is on fire because of this guy. I didn't mention
Eruptus.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Eruptus, the world phallus. That's on you, my friend. I was going to drop it, but no, you brought it back up now.
There is a time and a place, and I think part of it is murder hoboing has different definitions to different people, right? You don't wander into a town and burn down the whole town or whatever. Then you're playing a villain campaign.
That's correct. But if you happen to stumble upon a party of bandits or a party of, goblins that are besieging a party of bandits or a party of whatever that isn't
Party of kobolds that are besieging a party of goblins that are besieging a party of
well, the
bandits.
kobolds have trapped the goblins who are then murdering the bandits who are robbing the common people.
I gotcha.
See, that's how that works. That's also a turducken, a D&D turducken right there.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. Making a fireball explode into Paisley matters to Hamblish the Paisley Mage, but has no bearing on mechanics in any way. I love this. And I want you to play Hamblish the Paisley Mage, by the way.
I will absolutely.
He has to be colorblind, though. That's why he wears Paisley. He just sees nothing but black and white patterns. That'd be hilarious as well.
That would be even more fun because that means I don't even know what color the spells are.
He should cast chromatic spray all the time.
This doesn't matter to me.
But it needs to also have the Willy Wonka patterns with it. It'd be great.
But yeah, once again, that has no mechanical change to it. A Paisley fireball, it's funny, but I mean, unless you're the one hit by the fireball.
It's still funny then. You got hit by a Paisley fireball, especially if it burns Paisley.
Little Paisley flames.
Yeah, where'd you get that scar? Well, it's a Paisley scar. How did that happen?
See, what happened was
this is Mage.
So, I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a shot.
We have come to the final chimera.
Mm-hmm. You ready? Here we go. The Flockaraca Waka Flocka.
You got it right on
Boom.
the money, man.
First try.
Flockaraca Waka Flocka.
Okay. Just sure.
You know how I love alliteration.
I do. So, sure. What's it made out of, man?
All right.
Make it happen.
It is the lead singer of the Flock of Seagulls,
Okay.
The Rock,
Uh-huh.
and Waka Flocka, the rapper.
Uh-huh.
I wanted a true chimera. So it is a chimera with the heads of those three musicians.
Okay. So what's the rest of the description?
All right. At the peak of the summit, you see a strange creature composed of an eagle front, lion back, and a snake tail. Very typical chimera.
Sure.
3 human heads gaze at you and prepare to sing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So so it's a chimera with 3 celebrity faces.
Yes.
Okay.
How delightful.
And
this can be sci-fi, fantasy, other.
horror.
Definitely horror. This could totally be like a nightmare dream horror game.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I was also thinking a super sci-fi. You go to like another planet or something like that, and these guys are there because maybe it's in the future and they got cloned.
Yeah, like a Psychonauts dream sequence would be.
Totally Psychonauts for this. Yes. I miss that game.
All right. What are the stats, special defenses, and attacks?
The Flockaraca Waka Flocka has 3 bite attacks. So there's 3 heads.
Mhm.
And it's got a snake tail so it can bite you. So it's got poison.
Okay.
Like that. The first head, Mike Score, the head. That's the lead singer of the Flock of Seagulls for you kids. Don't know who that is. Casts a wave of confusion. Why a wave? Because it's new wave music, guys.
Sure, man. Sure thing.
The head of the Rock. The Rock has the Rock's uncontrollable hideous flexing, 30-foot cone. It's just like Tasha's uncontrollable hideous laughter, except the victim must flex their physique to all within sight. They also lose all body hair.
Okay. Now,
So all
one
your
of the-
body hair falls off and you majestically flex while you're confused by Mike's score.
Sure. One of the things that I would require for this particular head
Mm-hmm.
is a secondary save. The secondary save
To smell what he's cooking.
is a constitution save to see how sore you are
Oh, from flexing.
from flexing. Because if you're the mage with like 6 strength and you've failed this roll several times,
You can't run away.
you're just like, oh my God.
I'm totally going to put that in there. Yes, absolutely. And finally, the Waka Flocka head does flame naturally.
Yeah.
Waka Flocka flame, of course.
Is it a flaming headbutt or a flaming
Breeze-
cone breath?
Breeze,
Okay.
breeze a cone of flame.
Okay.
Waka Flocka flame.
No, it's not a cone.
A line.
It's got to be a line.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
he
a line
spits
of flame.
fire.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Spits fire. All right.
What's the ecology?
The Flockaraca Waka Flocka ranges anywhere where music is appreciated or despised, and seeks an audience by which it can sing, which is, by the way, a combined song of I Ran So Far Away by Flock of Seagulls,
Mm-hmm.
You're Welcome from Moana by The Rock, and No Hands by Waka Flocka. So it mashes all three of those into a mix-up.
All right.
Should the victims not enjoy the mashup, the creature attacks.
Okay. And
Guaranteed they most likely will not enjoy the mashup.
so
I can't help myself.
2 things here. Firstly, for any of you who are musically inclined, I want you to make this mashup work. I don't just want you to make it. I
Mhm.
want you to make it work.
I Ran So Far Away by Flock of Seagulls.
Uh-huh.
You're Welcome from the Moana soundtrack by The Rock.
Uh-huh.
And No Hands from Waka Flocka. Think about that.
Okay.
If you can make that work,
Props.
you know what? You make that work, send it to me, eric@goblinscorn.com or matt@goblinscorn.com. I'll send you a t-shirt.
Absolutely.
First person that does this, you get a t-shirt.
Yep.
Just send it to me. Give me your address. You got it. And as for the
We'll
story,
design it.
We'll
Let's
just- yeah, we'll-
design them a
we will-
t-shirt.
we'll make you a t-shirt.
They deserve that.
You get one for that. I'll put this thing on
That would be great.
it. I'll design the t-shirt with the Flockaraca Waka Flocka.
And if they send us a link to where their mashup is posted,
We'll stick it
we'll
on the
put
site.
that on the t-shirt.
On the t-shirt? Sure. Yeah. I'm cool with that. Free advertising. Now, as far as the story, I didn't make one. I just wanted to make something ridiculous.
You succeeded.
There you go. You know, whole spellcasting setup tied to balloon animals.
I would destroy.
You actually make balloon
I
animals,
do.
which is why I mentioned that. It'd be great. I could just see you tying balloon animals. What's he doing? He's making Wall of Force out of balloon animals.
He seems to be casting for a really long time.
Is that
I need one more ice talk for this beholder.
Yes. Is that an Umberhawk balloon?
So Mr. Fuzz, a.k.a. the meanest cat to ever live. In life, Mr. Fuzz loved only one person, an elderly woman that pampered him whenever he decided to visit. Every other living thing was an enemy. He was once seen mauling a wolf that was trying to catch a dog, only to turn around and also maul the dog.
That's a tough-ass cat.
So what you have to understand is that this is a slightly exaggerated true story. I once saw this cat maul a coyote that was chasing a dog and then turn around and maul the dog.
All right.
That's a thing that occurred because that's how little disregard this cat had for living.
That cat had a chip on his shoulder, man, and death wish or something. He was berserker in
That cat
in
had a whole
past life.
boulder on his shoulder, man.
Yeah, God, it was a Viking cat. He wanted to go out with a fury. It'd be a whimsical place. It really would. Magical and whimsical all in one. I'd see, sea shanties just could be heard as soon as you crest the wave, you crest the rise, you see the island, you hear the sea shanties before you see the cannons firing. Be delightful. Except when you get hit with the cannon. So what's the name of your island?
I was thinking something in the neighborhood of Freehold, or that's a little bland, though.
Yeah, it's a go-to.
Cannon Mount.
Cannon Mount. Yes.
Because
That
as an independent trading island, you're gonna have to be able to defend it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you might as well advertise. This is Cannon. Have you been to Cannon Mount?
Have you been to Cannon Mount? Have you gotten shot at? There you go. Here it is. It's a jolly old port town. There's people singing sea shanties, and as you crest the rise, you see the island, you can hear the sea shanties before you see the firing of the cannons.
Yes. There we
very,
go.
Very
Yeah.
similar to both of ours. It's nice.
Cannon Mount.
Yeah, Cannon Mount. The Goblin's Corner is written and produced by Eric Holden and Matt Staples.
The music is by the Mighty D20.
This has been a Subterranean production.